Is this going? I'm not on my computer today, so because we're out in the bush a little bit, and the internet's interesting, and so here we are, bit of bush behind me, or in front of me. Not a bad spot really, pretty tough to have to live in this. So last Tuesday, I did something I had never done before, and there we've done our washing. And so, so I did something I'd never done before, which was performance poetry, and we were doing it in pairs. It was a scene and a teen, an old person and a young person, and so we had concocted this kind of joint poem to perform on stage. And as each pair came out, they kind of read out our CV, bit of an introduction, and quite a thing was made of the fact that I've done quite a few different things, from shepherd to scrub cutter to accountant, corporate trainer, horse and camel trekker, and busker and grief counsellor and teacher and writer and so on. And so they went on. It was kind of a funny thing. And it's, in this day and age, I guess I am still bemused by the fact that people often ask me, how did it happen that I did so many things in my life? It's not over yet. So my really simple answer, and the only answer I have, is that I say yes. So whenever I'm asked to do something that's sounds quite exciting or mildly interesting, I usually just say yes. The other part of the formula is more than that though, because whenever one says yes, you have to mean it. So, that's better. I'm playing with the light. So, many years ago I said yes to rodeos, and so when you say yes to a rodeo, you've actually got to get on the horse and get bucked around and knocked off and all sorts of things. And if you say yes to being a teacher, you've got to get in the classroom. And if you say yes to doing performance poetry, you've got to do we did a 3-day workshop, and then you've got to get up on stage in front of people and perform your poetry, and you've got to write your poems. These things don't just happen. So when we say yes, the next stage is there has to be some sort of commitment, actually doing it. So when I was said yes to being a horse and camel trekker, I had to go out to Australia and do it. Out near Alice Springs, I suppose. And that requires the second stage of actually being prepared to stand up and do it, or sit down and do it if it's a horse. So we can have as interesting or as uninteresting lives as we want, and all it takes is two things: is saying yes and then doing it and giving it a go and failing. Failing is always a big part of it, and I've failed. I don't know how many times I've failed. I mean, I fell off the horse, and I've fallen off lots of things. And I sometimes wasn't a great teacher, and sometimes I wasn't a great this. But I did it, and it was fun. And when we do it with a sense of joy and a sense of just, this is an experience, and it will do something to my soul. It will lift my soul when I try something new. When we take away that need to be right, that need to succeed, to do it perfectly, when we take all that away and just place in its place, have this as an experience. And it eases the whole thing, and it just makes it fun. And so failure becomes part of the fun. And so, as they say, I'd rather die having memories than dreams. That's kind of one of my abiding epitaphs, anyway. I'd rather die with memories than dreams. And that's how I'm living. And so I just wish you, if you would like to have a more exciting life, it takes very little. All it takes is saying yes. Because when we were doing the stand-up performance poetry on Tuesday evening, 2 different people came up to me and asked me if I would participate in their events. One was a play that this lady had written, and I said, yes, I'll do it. And the other was a 1,000 guitar event playing an AC/DC song. And I said, yes, I'll do that too. But the thing is, if I hadn't have said yes to the performance poetry, then these other 2 opportunities would not have come along. And so when I do the play, I'm sure another opportunity will come along. And when I do the guitar experience, another opportunity will come along. Who knows? So when we say yes to one thing, we don't say yes to one thing. We say yes to probably 100 things that will come after this opportunity, and another one after that. When we step up and say yes, and then give it a go, have fun, fail like hell, you just have no idea how many other opportunities will come along. And so I just beseech you that if you want to make life a little more interesting, just say yes. And even say yes before an opportunity has arisen. In this moment, just say yes to whatever, and say, whatever opportunity is coming next, I'll say yes to it. And you can guarantee the opportunity will be fun. It'll be something that you will it'll really buzz you. Because when we approach it with a sense of fun, then fun opportunities come along. We don't get presented with horrific opportunities when fun is in our mindset. So set the mindset to fun, set the mindset to yes, and just watch the magic happen. And so I wish you today a big yes and a new opportunity to have fun and to fail. And I bless you and all who sail in her.